Thanks so much for joining us on a Tuesday, Crop Progress Tuesday, we like to call it here. And we're going to take a look at USDA's crop progress and condition numbers that came out yesterday afternoon and bring in some expert analysis, too, to talk about the numbers. Well, let's go to the phone and welcome Rich Nelson of Allendale Incorporated. He's based in McHenry, Illinois, and he joins us right now. And Rich, these numbers came out yesterday, and we can take a look at what the national crop condition numbers actually held. When we take a look at the national corn crop condition, it actually improved a little bit yesterday, up 2 percentage points. The trade was, I believe, looking for maybe something, maybe down 1 point or steady or something like that. What did you make of that?
You know, I think this numbers here today certainly surprised a few people. Nebraska up 4%, so I think in terms of these numbers across the board, we'll talk about those here in just a moment as far as a state-by-state breakdown, but nationwide numbers now increasing 2 to 62% for corn, certainly above the 5-year average of 61, and heck, not doing too bad there. Soybean numbers saw them decline 1% to now 59% good to excellent. This is, in this case, actually a little under the 5-year average of 60. Spring wheat here noting a 1% increase here, still 33% good to excellent, quite a bit below normal. Harvested now up to 40% for that spring wheat crop. And heck, over on the winter wheat side, 97% harvested now, just about done. And this is the last one we'll see as far as winter wheat numbers.
Okay, now you were talking about the Nebraska corn condition on that I-80 corridor. All the states went up, I believe, except Iowa, maybe went backward a little bit, but that was definitely indicative, I guess, of that general trend that we saw in the national number there. So it sounds like the weather forecast is actually looking fairly favorable here for at least cooler, damp weather moving through the end of this month. Huh?
A great point here. Now, we have seen this week's discussion as far as maybe a little more rainfall here than the past 2 weeks, which had seen net drying for most areas in the Corn Belt. So this rainfall will certainly be beneficial for stabilizing the corn crop and certainly adding a little bit here maybe to the soybean discussion here. And as far as the weather side, though, we do have some rising temperatures lined up. As long as we have this moisture involved, you probably won't see the trade call that too bad of a deal here in the short term here.
Yeah, you can tell Nebraska's soybean conditions also came up 3 percentage points last week. Iowa went up 3. Illinois went down 1. Indiana and Ohio both went up 2 percentage points on their soybean condition. Well, let's take a look at our overnight trade here, Rich, and we'll clue everybody in on what's been taking place in the Globex market overnight. We actually started out the soybean trade firmer, and it backed up when the corn market stayed under pressure all night long. We have December new crop corn at last check down 4.5. We're at 371 3/4, and on the soybean trade, as I mentioned, we started out 2 or 3 higher. Well, not anymore. We have November now down 6 at 932 1/4, almost on the low of the overnight trade. And if you look at that wheat market here in Chicago, first of all, you have the September down 6 1/4, 434 3/4. And in the Kansas City market here, you have September currently 5 3/4, lower at 431 this morning. And on the low of the overnight trade, I might add, as a footnote. And if you look at the Minneapolis trade here, we have that September contract. Well, that was cotton down 2, but Minneapolis wheat down 7 at 663. So a lot of pressure to go around. Do you expect that to maybe accelerate during the day, or do you think we may just kind of hold even here, Rich?
I think we'll probably, on the corn end, certainly probably just trade this market lower here for the day, but keep in mind we're near those lows from the past 3 days beforehand, so maybe seeing some support here against those type of lows. So we'll see if that holds. Also, we have that NOPA crush report at 11 o'clock. I think this market probably will stay kind of quiet here this morning until we get some more information here.
All right, well, good stuff. Thank you, Rich. I appreciate it. Good to visit with you again. And Rich Nelson happens to be with Allendale Incorporated. He is based in McHenry, Illinois. Stay tuned. We'll take a look at your livestock industry when we come back.